Oh, here I am, old guy, using my walker. Just wanted to give you an update on everything that's going on, what happened, as far as my surgery, how it went. So, a few things. Let's go back to. I took notes because I'm still a little foggy. Surgery and the big bucks update. So, it has been a bit of an expensive winter. I just got the bill for the first total knee replacement, and my out-of-pocket cost is around $5,000 or so. So I'm expecting this one that I just had 2 days ago to be about the same. The furnace in the shop, maybe you've seen that. The old one kind of blew up, so it was no good. They're putting in a new one a week from today, $3,500. So, and then I've had the truck expense. So this winter I'm up like $15,000 of kind of some of the knee replacements I was planning on. So that's okay. But a new furnace, not so much, or some of the truck repair. But anyway, it'll be so nice to have it all done and like a fresh start. I like that. I like to make sure that we take care of things. So let's go. Where do we go? So my first knee surgery, it's been 7 weeks since I had that one. And my last PT, I had kind of had a setback a little bit where I wasn't able to walk on it well. And, you know, by the way, I'm sitting here, so there's kind of like a halo around me, I think, with the sun coming in. I don't know. I am half angel. My mother's maiden name was Angel with 2 L's. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Sorry. I may ramble a little bit because I actually feel pretty good. Hydromorphone is what I'm having the most of right now. Every 4 hours I can take one. And I need it because with the surgery, they put a pain blocker in your thigh for the initial, I think they said 6 to 24 hours, something like that. It was about 20 hours it started wearing off. So I started taking the hydromorphone as well as gabapentin, some other things. I'm taking some other natural things like magnesium. That was recommended. Thank you for that recommendation, by the way. And so last night was a difficult night. The first night after the surgery, I slept like a baby, like a rock. Babies don't always sleep good, but I slept great and woke up refreshed, and everything felt really good because the pain blocker was still working. But then through the day it wore off, and the second night I still slept well because of what I was taking. The gabapentin makes me sleepy, and then I think about midnight it started hurting pretty good, so I started on the hydromorphone as well as 1,000 milligrams of Tylenol and a few other drugs that are supposed to help you heal. So what days today is I'm on the second day after the surgery, and this morning I could hardly get up. Because my right leg has only been 7 weeks since its surgery. It didn't have a lot of like strength to get me up, and it was a struggle to stand up. I was grabbing onto everything I could, using my arms to get me up. But this afternoon, it's been actually easier. So I think I'm gradually getting through whatever I'm getting through. The surgery was great. It's the second. I had the same pre-op nurse. She's really nice. She's just she's your what do they call that? She represents you, is what she would say. And so it's interesting to me. They go through a checklist of do you have this? Have you had this? So you've had these surgeries, and then the question came up. So you have Alzheimer's and dementia. That was actually the question they asked my first surgery, and I said, I don't have that, and they're probably thinking, yeah, you probably just don't remember. That's a serious thing. And I was going to try to take care of it and call my doctor and, get that off the record because I don't have that. And when, for the pre-op phone call before, when they were going to tell me the date or the time of the day that I had to be there for the surgery, they called my wife, and they were going through all the things with her and said, so he has Alzheimer's, dementia. And she said, no, no, no. And it just happened that I had walked into the room at that time and I was just listening. So when I went into pre-op and where they're going through all those questions, they said that again, and I said, it's kind of embarrassing. I don't have it. And I can't think of that word. She was representing me. What's that word where they represent you? Anyway, because at some point in the game, I'm going to be drugged up and I won't know what's going on. So she represents me, taking care of me. She made a note of it, and I checked the records online on my portal, and it's been taken care of. So that's gone. It's off of there now. That's that. And then the anesthesiologist comes in. This time it was a guy, funny guy. He's got a great sense of humor. And he says, you won't remember anything about our conversation, some of it. He says, you will remember, because it's the second surgery in a short period of time. When we give you the Versed, so that we can give you the pain blocker, you won't really care what's going on. And it pretty much happened the same way as the first knee surgery, except I did the first one. I don't remember anything in the nursing home, in the operating room, and this time I remembered a little bit about it, very little, but I remembered a little bit more. Anyway, I don't remember seeing him. I'm sure he was probably there. So the whole thing went well. The surgeon came in after he had come in beforehand as well and initialed which knee he was going to do, and he did do that one. I guess it would be obvious he wouldn't do the other one because it's already been done, So I saw him afterwards, and I believe they kept the kneecap this time. I just got to put my knee up a little bit. Time out. It's still pretty painful. Oh. I'm supposed to keep my knee up. I'll get chewed out if I don't. Lauren will come in here, say, "Hey, you don't have a knee up." So he came in and said, just everything went well, and do you understand as much as possible, because you're really in a fog. Everything you have to do after the surgery, and the nurse went over that again with me as well, and I made sure Lauren was there, so that she was like representing me. I don't know. I can't think of that official word. Anyway, so Lauren took notes, and she's been right on it as far as what I needed to take for drugs and whatnot. So that's so I was concerned about the leg that had the first surgery 7 weeks ago, that it would be strong enough to be the support leg while this one's recovering. And before surgery, this past surgery, it would like show weaknesses, like it might feel like it wanted to kick out if I didn't lock it in when I'm standing, keeping the leg straight. That has not been the case at all. It's like okay, I got to man up. I'm going to take care of you. And it has. So that has taken one worry that I had away. So I don't have to worry about that. Very thankful. The support has been great. And it looks like everything's just going along I think tomorrow I'll take the ACE bandage off and put those compression socks on to stop the swelling. I think I've gained 6 or 7 pounds since the surgery, which is normal. Just it's like fluid that they're putting into you to keep you alive, so to speak. So that's good. A week from today, putting in a new furnace. It's a Modine hot dog, just like Kaya. Not really. Not like Kaya. No, you're a good girl. So I think they'll be able to put that in less than a day. They thought they could use the same vent going out, so they won't have to drill any holes or anything like that. It's a much more efficient furnace. It's propane again. I really like the propane. 60,000 BTU, and should be good to go. I don't know if it'll be any quieter. It might be quieter than the one that I have. I know it won't be making the pop sounds like it was. Isn't that right? Yeah. So I'm going to put this on both channels. For those of you that don't know, I have 2 YouTube channels. I have one, Ken's HO Model Railroading channel. That's a fairly new channel. I think I have about 12,000 subscribers with that. It's actually going pretty well. We're doing some pretty exciting things on that. I may be doing, someone suggested, I have 2 layouts in the shop, and I may be joining them. I'm trying to figure out how I can do that with the transformer power, because it's just a little Bachmann transformers. They don't have a lot of power, and it would be running in a probably 100-foot loop. So I got to figure that out. I'll be working on that. And then I'll put it also on the Ken's Carpentry channel, where we used to do garages, unfortunately, because just evidenced by my knee surgeries, my body is saying, Kenny, you can't get up on that roof and do that anymore for a living, for full time anymore. It was getting too hard. Much as I loved doing it all those years, 35 plus years doing that. So I'll be having the projects that we're working on, the epoxied coffee table. Can't wait to get back down there and work on that. I also have the Vardo Gypsy Wagon project that I've been working on. It's I have a few more weeks to go on that probably, but that will wait till spring. What else have I got? The Cabin in the Woods model replica, a miniature of an actual cabin in the woods that we built. And so I've been trying to intertwine the actual build with the smaller build to show how typical construction goes. It's kind of a DIY, but a little educational as well. And the train layout, I've made some changes. Not just the train, but I'm going to be having I started putting a chairlift in, but it's going to be gondola style with, I had a bicycle chain, and it looked massive in scale, in proportion, not proportionate. So I'm making a change with that. I'm also going to be putting in a road with cars that can move. It should be pretty cool. And more buildings. I haven't gotten much scenery, stuff like that yet, but it's coming. All in good time. No hurry. I'm semi-retired, so whatever amount of time it takes is what time it takes. So I probably rambled on a lot. Anyway, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you folks hanging out, coming along with me. even though I've changed from doing garages. And it's great once in a while to see Chad and Dan to come and help with something. That's pretty fun. So thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you don't mind. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe and leave a comment. I really enjoy the comments. They're usually very thoughtful comments, and I appreciate them. So, see you later. I'm going to bed. Or something. Take a nap, probably. I'm ready. See ya.